This might just be the worst, most pathetic era of UFC champions we've ever seen. Or, if you're a new fan, then maybe it's the best. What do I know? Now, I'm not really breaking anything new here, but it seems like every champion basically wants to do pretty much anything besides for actually defending their belt. Gone are the days of champions begging their contenders to be active so they can earn a shot against them and going on long title reigns. I mean, what's the point of even taking on contenders when you've already reached the pinnacle of the sport and already won a belt? What's more impressive than that? Another belt, obviously, duh. I mean, it's getting to the point now where just having one belt is... I mean, it's pretty pathetic. I mean, what kind of soy beta only has one belt? Or no belts? But in order to move up and fight for another belt, don't you need to be a dominant champion that's already cleared out the division? Well, not anymore if you're asking the champions in this economy. I need to stop saying belt.
And maybe I can defend my belt, he defend his belt, and then you have like something very special to do it, yeah.
A super fight, champion versus champion.
If Ilya goes out there and beats Volk, I would like to go up to 45.
You want to cut
Ilya.
off? Really?
You want to become champ, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I want to become champ. Ilya just has that face that he's just. I would love the.
Oh my God, bro. Pause all this shit, bro.
La pelea que más sería con Makhachev, pero quiero antes hacer una más antes de pelear con él. Así que el objetivo final está en problemas.
Next stop would be the winner of Leon and Colby, do you think?
Yeah. That might open the door for you wanting to move up.
100%, definitely.
Is that on the cards?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like me going out there being double champ.
To fight a heavyweight before his career ends?
Yes. How soon would you like to do that? Test yourself at heavyweight?
He's going to turn 37. He don't have too much time left. In the near future, for sure.
No one's gone 3.
Ninguém fez 3, né?
So to conclude from all this research, it seems that the flyweight champion right now, Pantoja, wants to move up to bantamweight to fight Sean O'Malley. But then Sean O'Malley wants to move up to featherweight to fight Ilia Topuria. But then Ilia Topuria wants to go up to lightweight to fight Islam Makhachev. But then Islam Makhachev wants to go up to welterweight to fight Leon Edwards. But then Leon Edwards wants to go up to middleweight to fight Duplessis. And then Duplessis, which I know I couldn't find any footage on, has said he wants to go up to light heavyweight, which Alex Pereira, light heavyweight, wants to move up to heavyweight sometime soon. And then you got Jon Jones that can't really go anywhere else, despite looking like a 50-year-old super heavyweight nowadays. And then we even got guys that aren't even champions right now wanting to move up.
I definitely want to do my thing at 205 and go up and eventually see him too. You know, so the town, get ready for me, baby.
And I get none of these guys are sitting out having a tantrum demanding for another title shot yet anyway. But what happened to, getting some legacy before moving up? Just a thought.
I already give chance to some guy from other division and I need my chance.
You've got Islam Makhachev talking about how he gave Volkanovski a chance, so he deserves a chance, as if Volkanovski didn't already have 4 title defenses and was literally begging contenders to be active for years. And I mean, how many times can you just beat up Max Holloway before moving up? And if we're going to go by Islam's logic here, we're going to have to let each champion have a chance to go up and just do non-stop champion versus champion matchups. Or just put them all in a cage and do a Royal Rumble for all the belts. That actually sounds pretty fun. I mean, fair enough, he's tied for the most title defenses right now at, two title defenses, both against a featherweight. I mean, I think he beats anyone at lightweight, but maybe, have him do it at least once before we start sending him up. Actually, to be fair though, that would probably mean Bilal Muhammad doesn't get the next shot, so maybe Islam's onto something, actually.
Bilal Muhammad is absolute trash.
And at the time of the interviews that I used for that amazingly well put together montage that I did, the combined record of title defenses of all those guys put together at the time of them doing those interviews was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it was 2. It was literally 2 title defenses, all of them combined. As of right now, it's 5 with, 2 of those already being champion versus champion matchups. And what happened there? We ended up killing our best champion, so... And then you sadly have to watch them go back down to their own division after they've just been brutally knocked out to then have to take on a rising contender that's just been waiting for them, that just so happens to have ridiculous KO power. And then you have to relive it all over again, which... And if they win, it just means that a division's probably going to be held hostage and vacated. Or you can have some schmuck with 2 belts retire and vacate them both. And if you look at the double champions in retrospect, DC was basically a substitute teacher for light heavyweight while Jones was gone. that vacated the belt to stick at heavyweight. Nobody cared about flyweight, so why not let Cejudo go up and have a go, I guess. Nunes got to be a double champion over a division that honestly might just be the worst division in combat sports history. And then, I mean, you know, there's McGregor, but, you know, McGregor's McGregor, so. But out of all the possible champion versus champion matchups they can make, let's be honest, they're going to do O'Malley versus Topuria. Since Topuria wants basically nothing to do with these contenders.
Right now, the whole division really sucks.
And probably doesn't have any time for them anyway, while he's covering all of Spain on his victory tour.
It's like, as a fan, I'm like, what would people want to see? I'm like, oh, fuck, the bantamweight champ fights. That'd be fucking incredible. And then people are hating on it. I'm like, okay, fuck. Well, you guys are the ones that are going to watch. What do you guys want me? You guys want me to fight Merab next? You guys want me to fight Merab over Ilya? That's really what you guys want?
He wanted to get a chance at getting another title after defending against number 5 Chito Vera. That's on a 1-win streak. That's not even a win streak.
Chito obviously had no business being in the cage with O'Malley. Chito, one, isn't that good. Hate to say it if you're a Chito fan, but he's not that good. And then, that sounded really mean, but it's kind of true. Agree with me. Agree with me.
I agree with you.
I mean, Sanhagen said it, not me, so. And I find it weird putting it down to what fans want to see, as if like, mate, I would happily stay up to watch Frankie Edgar come out of retirement to box Ngannou. I don't think we should be putting that matchup together, as much as I would love to see it. But when it comes to these two in particular, it seems that they just want any big name they can get their hands on.
Pero cuando vayamos a boxeo y peleemos con Canelo Álvarez.
You still want Tank, right?
I still want that fight. I'll get that fight someday.
You want Tank?
Yeah.
Genuinely?
Yeah.
The only fight that I think that really makes sense for me and for him is Conor McGregor. You know?
I don't know if it's gonna be Tank. I don't know. It could be Ryan Garcia. It could be. I think that I will have a big boxing fight.
Man, I used to make fun of him for it, but honestly, credit to Usman, because at least he got some defenses in before he was saying some stupid shit about wanting to box Canelo. And I want to make it clear, I'm not even trying to hate on this. I mean, this is genius. Get as many title fights and money fights as you can without losing your belt, no matter how brutally knocked out you might get. Or humiliated in boxing, because, I mean, I know MMA guys seem to have a fetish for wanting to get humiliated in boxing, but, you know, that's a topic for another time. It's a new meta for defending a title, not defending it. But also, just for the boxing part, I just want to say, no, please, no more. No, just no. We don't want any more. No more. Stop it.
I'm sorry. You're not beating Ryan Garcia in a boxing.
I wasn't going to beat Peter Yan either. I wasn't supposed to.
I'll get that fight someday.
You want Tank?
Yeah.
Genuinely?
Yeah.
It's more of a spectacle than it is an actual.
So you think there's a 0% chance I could beat him?
Yeah, I think 0%.
Zero? No, come on. Oh, and also, no more McGregor call-outs. That needs to stop now. It's bad enough Chandler sacrificed the rest of his career to wait for him, like it's his man in prison and he's counting down the days. Just no more McGregor call-outs in 2024. I know to aim for the stars and all, but you guys have belts and responsibilities, so let's not, shall we? But like I said, none of these guys are sitting out demanding for any of this, so it's not too bad. I mean, Chandler is if you count that one, but the champions aren't, so it's not really that bad. It's just kind of funny when you break it all down. But now for the guy that is sitting out waiting for a certain big fight. Jon Jones waiting for this fucking Stipe fight. The guy that's 41 years old, hasn't fought in 3 years, and the last time he did fight, he was in the process of getting folded like a pretzel, could barely walk without a walking stick, has lost his belt twice already, and has been KO'd twice in his last 4 fights. It's 2024. I just want to say apologies for really going in on Stipe with this. It wasn't really my intention. It's just kind of, it's Jones's fault. I mean, we just so happened to have an exciting contender in the division that just so happened to win an interim title covering the pay-per-view that you pulled out of, Jones. But, you know, no. We got to do Jones versus Stipe. I know Jones himself is looking like he's pushing 50 nowadays, but does that mean we have to treat the heavyweight division like it's 2017 Bellator? And I know certain people love Jon Jones for maybe his record-breaking championship positive drug test. We had to wait on him while he's waiting on Ngannou to leave, so then he could come and hold up the division for Stipe, while we got an interim champion that's being more active than him, begging to fight him, that he's refusing to fight. Maybe not as bad as like Bisping or anything that, you know, went against number 13 ranked 46-year-old Dan Henderson. But I still think this is just mental. He's just publicly dodging the number 1 contender for Grandpa Stipe because what he did in a different division a decade ago Or maybe this is just the UFC doing what they can to cover up Ngannou, which... But, I mean, these guys are just going to continue to fight whoever UFC gives them, probably, so it's not even a big deal or nothing. Though, I don't care what anyone says. Aspinall's the best champion, so... Though, actually, he wants Alex Pereira to go up and fight him. Oh, fuck.
Sign up to my boy's YouTube channel. That is JG2. And for those who don't, you can do me a favor, and you can bend the knee to King Triple C too.